What's up everyone, it's Dog. I'm actually here today. I'm gonna shoot a vlog style video, and the reason I'm making this is because I'm gonna head to Sydney Conservatorium of Music to meet my vocal student who's actually recording vocals today, and I want to help him. So I grew up here in Sydney. Sydney Conservatorium of Music is probably the most prestigious music school in Australia, so I'm always very happy to visit. And yeah, we're just gonna go in, we're gonna record his vocals today, get it sounding as best as possible. I'm gonna help him shape the sound and all that. And I wanna bring you along here today because I wanna show you how much of a difference you can really make having a voice tutor or just having someone who can give you vocal advice or even just musical advice on the spot. I actually used to make video blogs like 3.5 years ago, but I had no subscribers on my channel, so they're all privated now. But I'll show you what I'm actually looking at right in front of me. Check that out. Harbour Bridge is right behind me. Like I said, I've been here my whole life.
This train will stop at King's Grove.
Success is mechanical. Factories, technology, assembly lines. Accumulation, a big pile of gold.
So I already took a train right to the suburb that I need to be in. And Circular Quay is actually the suburb that you'll catch a train to if you want to see the Sydney Opera House and stuff like that. So I'm just walking to the conservatorium now, and it's actually that white building there. And I'm gonna go inside, but first, I just want to get an elevated view to show you like what Sydney's about. It's not a very good view, but like you can see the top of the Harbour Bridge over there. And then just above that is actually, what's that? The Opera House. Yeah, so if the music school's there, there's actually a garden that connects to it, and this is just the entrance. This is called the Botanical Gardens. A lot of people actually go here when there's fireworks at midnight on New Year's Eve, and it's a very famous spot actually. It's really cool that I have an audience now. Like, I don't take it for granted for a second, because I've been posting to YouTube since I was in year 10 at school, so 2010. That's a long time. That's like 8 years I've been posting. And not that I ever posted frequently, but I think it just took me a while to really hone in on what I could really share. You know what I mean? Like, I was just a kid before. I was just posting like random little guitar covers, random little bass covers, but really, I thought I'd just center in and just focus on the voice, rock music, talking about what I think music means, all that sort of stuff. So let's head on in and let's have a good night. Just a quick fun fact for anyone from LA who's watching this. I actually believe, and I heard this, that a lot of the trees in Los Angeles are actually Australian. I believe that there are a lot of Aussie trees in Los Angeles. Like, look at the trees and then look at the big skyscraper-like buildings. I'll turn down the brightness or whatever. Like, you've got those new style buildings, but then you've also got those old style sandstone buildings. That's what Sydney is. It's just a mix of everything. So anyway, we're here. So read that. Conservatorium of Music, 1915. I probably would have studied here, but they didn't start offering pop or music production or any contemporary courses until I finished school. What I mean by that is, like, they only had classical guitar, orchestral instruments. They had nothing that would really help me, you know? Like, I could have become a music teacher if I studied here, or I could have done a classical instrument. That's not what I play, you know? Like, I sing rock, I play electric guitar, I play bass in a rock focus, so it's just not me. You'll see what I mean about orchestral music. Hey, man.
Hey.
Now, what we're actually doing today is we've got this studio. So this is a studio that's accessible to a lot of the students. So if you've been watching my channel a while, you would have seen Kaz on it. There he is. And the reason I'm here today is because I believe he's written a single that's so good that it really deserves me to be here to help you record the vocals, right?
Yeah, thanks.
Like, I actually believe that this track could be streamed thousands and thousands of times.
You're the only one that I call. You pick me up when I'm so low. Yeah, you know I will never let go. I'll hide you in a heartbeat. And even when it all unfolds,
So you recorded this all yourself, didn't you?
Yeah. It's just rock vocals.
This is Kaz's vocals.
Got me way over my mind. Feels like forever since the last time. Looking at photos on the next line. I keep on dreaming about that one night.
I just think it could have a bit more energy or something, you know? And because I really believe in this song, I said to him, man, let's join up, let's re-record the vocals together. Remember, he's my vocal student. He's one of the only ones that I have that live in Sydney. So, you're going to take the opportunities when they come, you know? So this is actually a part of Kaz's duo with a female vocalist, obviously. And Kaz is like the producer, you know? They write the songs together, but he produces all the beats and stuff like that. And I think he's actually going to be really big. I really believe that. He works harder on music than anyone I know, and I really think is destined for great things. So yeah, that's why I'm here today. I want this song to be the best as it can be. I want Kaz to feel very confident in his vocals, and I want to show you watching some helpful techniques on actually how you can get there as well. So let's do it. So what I'm actually doing with Kaz now is he's going to play his track. So could you please go to a part where your vocals start? Yeah, and if you've ever heard of producers using reference tracks for mixing, what we sometimes do is use a reference track for tracking vocals. So do you want to change to... So what we're actually doing here, it's not that we're copying another song. What we're doing is hearing how loud, like Post Malone in this example is doing. So it's like, da na 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 na, feeling like a rock star. Then when Kaz goes to sing, he's gonna hit that same level of volume because we want to make sure that we're hitting the same level of intensity that other listeners want to hear. You know, this might be even controversial because people might be like, oh, why don't you just make it sound like the way that you want to make it sound like? But we're just worried that we'll be too quiet. That's another common problem. Sometimes singers sing way too quiet when they go to record and they wonder why it doesn't sound really loud and booming. So what we're doing here is actually testing if the vocals are the same level and same performance dynamic. In my opinion, Kaz is singing a bit quieter than Post Malone.
I hear that.
Post Malone might be singing, cocaine on the table, liquor pouring. And Kaz might be singing, cocaine on the table, just like 30% quieter. And that actually makes a really big impact when you actually hear the song as a whole. So this is the first recording that we've done.
Got me way over my mind.
Can you hear that it's flat in this pitch?
Forever since the last time.
On mine, it's very flat.
And then also you went, got me way, it got caught on your throat. You need to go, got me way, bit on top of the sound.
Got me way.
Got me way. I want you to go on top of the note instead of approaching it from underneath.
Got me way.
I know it's kind of like a psychological thing and it's not a very practical thing, but that can really help you. So trying to get on top of the notes going down, got me way, rather than got me way, and getting caught like that.
Feels like forever since the last time. How much heavier do you think he is?
Quite a bit, like 15%, 20% heavier. Ready?
Got me way over my mind. Feels like forever since the last time. Got me way over my mind. Feels like forever since the last time. Switch my whip. Feels like forever since the last time.
Okay, just being honest with you, we've spent about 1 hour getting this first line down, which sounds like a lot, but we were kind of running into some difficulties trying to get the same amount of loudness that we hear in regular pop songs. So check out what we got. Do you want to play it?
Got me way over my mind. Feels like forever since the last time.
What we're trying to do is get presence in the voice. Feeling like a rock star. It's really like, oh, it's got that depth behind it. It's got power. We really think that comes across on the recording. Sometimes we do tend to go too weak, so we've just got to ram it up and get it a bit heavier. I just want to say this right now. If you've been wondering how beneficial a vocal tutor really could be, I just want to show you this A and B. Look at this. This is Kaz's original version versus what we just recorded. It's honestly about 30 or 40% better, just because we went a bit heavier and deeper, but we also had to control your tone more, man, so go for it. Original,
Feels like forever since the last time.
new one.
the last time. Got me way over my mind. Feels like forever since the last time. I guess you wouldn't really notice if you didn't have the comparison, just how weak your vocals are in a track.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I thought that those vocals that I did before were just like a little bit off, you know, and they were like kind of even cool.
Yeah, I thought, oh, it's nice and soft, but like now we realize that it's not gonna really cut it or something.
Nah. Yeah, I guess there's another aspect to it. Like when these songs they're played on the radio, and then they're like played in kind of work environments and that with a lot of noise. So
Well,
if
you think it needs to cut through.
So if your vocals are not like loud enough, even if you turn them up with a compressor or something, it doesn't really work.
That's interesting. So you really think, so Kaz believes that it really needs to cut through, not just with like the, you know, whatever changes a producer makes to the sound, but he believes that the actual vocal tonality needs to cut through to listeners' ears.
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought about that, but obviously that's true. That has to be true. So yeah, fascinating.
Like even someone like Ed Sheeran, when you think he's singing quietly, if you were with him in the room, it would be really loud.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's definitely true. A lot of people that you hear sing quietly, who are on the radio, for example, they actually might be way louder than you think. Think about, darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. Like it
would be way louder than that even.
It'd be louder than that even,
much louder.
We believe because we've actually got the first line down, now that we know how much power we need to do, dreaming of that one line, like that much power, we'll just be able to cruise through this. We'll be able to get, say, another 10 lines done in 40 minutes or something. So we're just working on a phrase now that's actually quite a bit higher. Do you want to demonstrate it, Kaz?
Maybe you.
Yeah, and what you're not doing is opening up now. You gotta go, maybe you.
Maybe you.
See how much easier that is? Yeah. I couldn't have done a better example, dude. Good job. We're doing this phrase now that goes, I can do. Can you try and sing it?
I can do.
What you're doing on I is, getting caught there. Could you just try opening up again? Then put more of that sound that, you know, you can get into that soft part, like, so that you're resonating up there rather than being stuck on your throat. Yeah, try that. You can put a bit more weight into that. Make sure you have the breath down there, like, I can do what it's gonna take. A little bit tight, man. So, yeah, that's really smooth when you do that. See if you can get that smoothness with a bit of loudness into it.
I can do what it's gonna take. I can do what it's gonna take.
When you sing can, don't close up. Don't go, I can. Go, I can.
I can do what it's gonna take.
Much better, man. That's honestly about 25% better. Obviously, we can't get it 100% perfect because it's something we need to work on with vocal technique, you know, kind of outside the studio, you know. It's something you should build into your voice. But, you know, we're trying to get the best out of his voice. And that's what we're doing.
I don't want to lose what we both made.
But we believe that it's a bit too, I wanna, like that. Do you want to demonstrate how you should sing it, Kaz?
I don't wanna.
Yeah, so if you listen again, you'll hear it's I don't wanna, no, I don't wanna, which is what we're gonna re-record. But the ending is good.
Lose what we both made.
Let's give it another go.
I don't wanna lose what we both made, but I'll regret it if I don't wait.
That sound is actually kind of incorrect because you've got this air blowing out. But that will really wear Kaz out if he keeps recording like that. So now try it more like, but
I'll regret it if I don't wait.
Much better. And not to say that grit is bad. This song doesn't need it, and you were doing it by accident, weren't you?
Yeah.
It wasn't on purpose, so that's an air issue.
Should we play the old ones first?
Of course, Kaz. Let's go for it.
My mind feels like forever since the last time. Looking at photos on the next line. I keep on dreaming about that one night. Maybe you were a mistake.
Sounds nice, but they're mixed.
I can't do what it's gonna take.
Show them the powerful vocals that we tracked.
Way over my mind.
These are the new vocals.
Feels like forever since the last time. Looking at photos on the next line. I keep on dreaming about that one night. Maybe you were a mistake.
That was really nice.
I can do what it's gonna take. I don't wanna lose what we both made, but I'll regret it if I don't wait.
And remember, that's no pitch correction or rhythm correction or anything.
My mind feels like forever since the last time. Way over my my mind.
These are the new vocals.
Feels like forever since the last time.
So we've just finished recording and we're at the train station.
And then all stations to Liverpool.
There's Kaz. Yeah, he's a bit shy. Anyway, that was really cool.
You're the only one that I call. You pick me up when I'm so low. Yeah, you know I will never let go. I'll hide you in a heartbeat.
So I got to the city at 4:30 and it's 12:15 now. Time to head home. Anyway, so I'm home now. I really hope you learnt something by watching me and Kaz work on the vocals this afternoon. I really hope you were able to pick up, something, because even though it was a little bit repetitive in what I was telling him to do, they were all so useful and so beneficial, and we were able to get the best out of Kaz's voice. And I honestly think it's worth it, because if the vocals sound 30 to 40% better, what is probably the most important thing in a track? Probably the vocals, wouldn't you say? Obviously everything plays an equal role. Everything plays its part in a song, whether it be, the bass line, the drums. What are people mostly listening to? It's the voice. And that's why I love being a voice tutor, because I used to teach guitar, but there's just something special about teaching the voice. It's just another world. Anyway, I hope you really liked this video. Make sure to leave a like. You can leave me a comment if you want me to make more of these style of videos, if you found it interesting. I would love to make more, but yeah, it just really depends if you kind of vibe with them or not. Anyway guys, catch you later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.